bars, y'all. Come on, hey, amigo bars, y'all. Come on, come on. Hey, yo, matching with the tracks, and I ain't never clashing. My lyrics like Dior, cause my bars are high fashion. H-Mack, I leave rappers sad like Eeyore. Meanwhile, I pop up flashing on them in Dior. Yeah, and you know that I be the freshest rhyming. We at the Dior shop, we copping that designer. You know that I'm primer, I align you just like the stars. Improvising on Omegle, coming through with the bars. Y'all know who we are, we in it. I leave a field of dead clones. Too loud with the lyrics, she be adjusting the headphones. Mac all up on it and I'm coming with the true speech. I read the word up off your sweatshirt, my flow is unique. Mac all up in it and I'm blessed. Every lyric that I'm kicking, you can tell it's fresh. A+ lyricism, leaving y'all impressed. Most these other rappers, they gon' get the D or F. Either way, they be falling flat. H-Mack, I ain't slipping, man, I always rap. I keep it fat like this. We're coming right off at the tip. And when it be coming to lyricism, Mac ain't never gonna slip. I do just what I'm feeling, and you're about to feel this flowing rap. Take a picture of me like a photograph. Yeah, H-Mack, I keep the raps hot. They about to freeze, take a frame, snapshot. H-Mack, man, you know I leave your flow destroyed. Taking warm pictures of my flow like a Polaroid. Take you back in time, damage ya if you's an amateur. I stretch with stamina when live up on your camera. You can tell the Mac stronger. They staring at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. Yeah, I'm on another plane, no doubt. H-Mack, I'm staying on the insanest route. Ill flows, that's what I'm bringing. I'm rapping, not singing. They feel me in LA and they feel me out in England. Yeah, these bars I provide, you know they casual. I'm moving tactical, but my lyrics are international. Yeah, I'm about to spit it in the hardcore way. Probably got fans bumping my music in Norway. And y'all know I got plenty of flows. I'm cold like Norway winter, y'all. I'm 20 below. H-Mack, you know I came through to perform. It's 20 below outside, but she still stays warm. Yeah, I'ma do me, and I'm rhyming too tight. I be shining like your background with the lamp and the light. H-Mack, you know I got you feeling mean. Yeah, I'm overhead just like your ceiling beams. Yeah, I'm doing me when I'm on it. I'm about to break it down real with the lyrics. I ain't never been the fakest clown. Coming right off at the tip of this when I be spitting to get in the zone. Hey, Mack, and you know I'm a king with the lyrics. I probably belong in the throne. Be fading out. Here's where we about to end. I be live up on Omegle. I'm making some new friends. Yeah, come on. Hey, 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 hey. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, hey, H-Mack coming through. Off the top, man, you know how we do. Amigo bars, y'all.
Yo, boss, what's going on? Hey, welcome to another live stream. In today's video, I want to talk to you about this debate that Coffeezilla and Billie Jean had the other day about some topics that are really interesting. Of course, entrepreneurship, making money, business, and education and all that good stuff, you know, courses. And there's a few points that I don't agree with any of them. And I just wanted to discuss these things because I'm sure that if you're in this space, right, entrepreneurship, you know, kind of trying to be on boss and all that, there's a few things that came to my mind by listening to these two fellas here, that, you know, mentality plays a kind of a big role. And sometimes Coffeezilla to me at least, he comes a little bit negative in his approach, but let's jump into it and talk about it. So if you're in the chat, say hello so I can say hello back to you. Chris is here. He says he's gonna he's hungry, he can't join me today. Recreational combat, yo, what's up, boss? I had something planned here, but it's very difficult to you know, do things as I plan for some reason. There's a link in there in the chat if you want to join me on the Zoom call as we talk about these things in here. For some reason the chat box looks a little bit weird. Let me see if I can fix it for us. But it's too small. How about if I do this? Still too small. Still too small. I need to look into this. I'll check this out after the stream. I thought you said you're hungry, but you're hungover, huh? What have you been doing, Chris? All right, so let's jump into the discussion that these guys had. Personally, I think Coffeezilla didn't win the show, neither Billie Jean. I think they were just shouting at each other, and they just wanted to share their point. But I don't think any of them listened to each other. But let's play some of this and some of these things that I took from the Hangout. It's too long. The Hangout is too long, so I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. But let me jump quickly to minute 1, where I think, first of all, I think Billie Jean, he shouldn't come to this show because to this debate, because it wasn't about him. Coffeezilla didn't say anything about him bad. I mean, so I don't know why he came on this show. But hey, let's play the video and see what was happening. Here, Billie Jean doesn't even know why he's here. I guess Coffeezilla, like I said, never said anything about him, and many times they agreed about this on the
conversation, which was
the video.
You calling me out, right?
At the beginning of this conversation, was the beginning of this conversation me calling you out, or you posting videos about me? I didn't even know you existed. You posting videos about me and then me responding to your nonsense. Which one was it? Just so we could get the shit straight.
What did I say about you? Did you watch the video?
You had two videos, my team tells me.
Yep.
I saw a little bit of one, which is fine, whatever. But like, you were the one that posted about us, and then I responded. But again, second time, you're lying about the setup. Now you're lying about how the communication came up.
Absolutely not. No.
So like I said, he doesn't even know why he's here. His team said a few things that maybe Coffeezilla said about Billie Jean, but if you watch the videos in question, they were just taking a piece, I guess, of his promotion or his advertising campaigns, but that's all. He didn't talk about Billie Jean like he talks about these other guys, like Dan Locke and the other gurus out there. So I don't know why you're here, Billie Jean. You lost the debate right there, bro. You shouldn't be there. Let me jump to minute here 240, where again I think Billie Jean embarrasses himself. He didn't even watch the videos.
Gotta come to a reset here. We gotta come to a reset. We gotta come to a reset here. I'm trying to bring people up to speed. Okay, let me give the full context. Let me give everything, right?
But if you give the,
let me give full context. Billy,
I'm gonna cut you off until you tell the truth.
Billy, let's give full context. Can I do that?
Thank you. Appreciate that. Give the full context, or I'm gonna interject.
Right. Okay. So, do you know what my show is? I guess you don't. Do you? Do you know what my show is?
Give context?
No, I'm just asking you generally, just so before I start. Do you know what my show is?
I'm ready for you to give context.
Yeah. So I talk about sort of this business space, whatever, all this stuff, right? So I was talking about, some of these guys who are, doing like little fake retirement things. I kind of jabbed about you a little bit, but seriously, it was kind of light stuff. I mean, it's nothing serious.
It was. I agree. Now watch this. I agree with you. It was light.
So, good. I'm glad we agree.
So why did you come to the why did you come to this debate, Billie Jean? Like I said, you lost it right there, bro. You shouldn't come to this debate because, as you will see in the other other sections of this video, they agree a lot. Hey, Commit, what's going on, bro? Welcome. Chris, you had tequila shots, son. What happened? What are we celebrating? Ooh, Matt's birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. All right, so let me jump back to the video. And then Coffeezilla goes and gives a full context, like he said, but gives as well a poor explanation of what his channel is about, I guess, in my opinion. So I said, you know what, the like I said at the beginning here, they're not listening to each other. So let me jump into minute 6 here, where Billy kind of the way he approached this debate is just shouting at Coffeezilla. And if there's one thing that I would say, you know, Billie Jean, with all this money they're making, bro, just invest in a little bit better sound system, because I'm sure you can afford it. You just blew everybody's ears with the sound. But not only that, but he was just shouting all the whole debate, at least at the beginning, and that's why I didn't like, because Billie Jean made a few good points, as I'll just mention in a little bit. So, you know, shouting, it didn't help you, bro.
Do you get paid from YouTube for your videos?
Yeah, that's how AdSense works.
Yes, you do. Exactly. So you fucking make videos talking shit about other people so you can make more money. Who the fuck is the scam?
What are you talking about?
What
are you talking about? I'm exposing you conmen on the internet, and you're freaking out about it.
So
you guys are a little insecure.
Tell me how I'm a con man. 130,000 students,
and by the way,
buddy,
that's why I titled the video "Fragile Millionaires," and what did I say? Internet haters or trolls, because that's how they've been calling each other for the whole live hangout. So, you know, I really think, like, you're gonna see, if you watch the whole live stream with these guys. At one point, Coffeezilla asks him why he felt the need to come on the show and kind of defend everybody in the industry, because why this insecurity? So I feel the same, that, you know, why you feel so insecure if you know, if you're doing everything correctly, if you're doing a lot of money, and if you don't have anything to hide, why would you be afraid of this guy Coffeezilla? Right? He's just a no one in you know, in the YouTube space, if you want. I mean, in the business space, he's not a businessman, I guess.
Buddy. Show me in my video. Jesus Christ, Billy, calm down. Jesus Christ, Billy, calm down for a second and watch a video. You haven't watched a single one of my videos. You haven't watched a single one of my videos.
You understand that? You get paid off of
you guys are robbing desperate kids. You're robbing desperate kids out of millions of dollars, and you're flexing on the internet about it. You're putting pictures in front of the Lambos. You're flexing on the internet about it. And then you're like, hey, dude, look what a cool business guy I am. I call it out, and you go, oh, he's a hater. He's just talking shit on the internet.
Okay, so good. Now, you said your piece.
Have you guys seen this live hangout with these two? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you saw it. But this is kind of how it went the whole time. Billy was very, very, I don't know if he was frustrated or what, but like I said, I've seen this many times with other people, where they, you know, where you don't like what you hear from, I don't know, from YouTube or from Facebook or whatever, and you just start shouting. That's kind of a bully tactic, just to maybe scare Coffeezilla or whatever, intimidate him. But again, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, especially on a live stream where everybody's gonna see you. And Coffeezilla has like 500, 600 people watching his live stream. So, you know, that was a bad tactic, bad approach.
I'm a con man. I'm robbing kids out the money. Can you give me some examples?
Hey.
Can you give me some examples?
First.
Can you give a motherfucking example of anything you say?
Hey, Billy.
Was it the 1,000 Google reviews?
I'll wait till you stop.
I'll
wait till you stop, Billy.
Thank you. Then I'll keep going. Was it the
It keeps going and going and going with the shouting. So it was a little bit complicated to make a point at the beginning. But now Billie Jean talks he thinks that you cannot talk about anybody if you don't know them, and I don't agree with that. I think you can create and have an opinion about someone just based on their actions or things that they say, and that's what Cofeezilla, I think he says here.
Business course.
Have you met Ty or Dan?
No.
I know them both.
Right.
Have you ever had a conversation with them?
No, I know, because I've heard you suck up to them on podcasts.
Have you ever?
I've heard you say. I've heard from their students who've lost tens of thousands of dollars from them while they flex in their mansions, and you go on their podcast going, "Wow, such a big fan, Ty. Such a big fan, Dan."
This is, guys. Hey, this is crazy.
I'm happy to have Dan on my podcast. I'm happy to have him on the live stream. I'm happy to have Ty.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. Kieran says here in the chat that when you shout at people, you're not in control, and I think the same. You know, if you just shout, is because you're either you cannot make a point, or you just want to intimidate the other person and kind of make their point less important, I guess. Where is this chat here, right?
In a live stream, they won't come on. I've invited Dan probably 7 times.
What is your name, Coffeezilla? What's your name?
Steven.
What is it? Steven, you never even had a conversation with both of them, but you sit here and call them scams.
They won't go on a conversation with me. I've had the victims of their courses on my show. You think they'd have a conversation with me? But
had the victors of their successes? You had the victims, quote unquote, your words. Have you had the victors?
Yeah, like a teacher who's $20,000 lost $26,000 with Dan Locke.
Have you had thousands of the success stories though? This is my thing.
Here's the thing as well. I don't get how people can spend so much money on courses. I mean, 10,000, 20,000 pounds. Why would you spend that amount of money on a course? That's just blows my mind, right? Yeah, maybe you can blame it on these people like whatever Cofeezilla, he mentions Dan Locke and others, but I don't get it. How can you spend so much money on a training that, I mean, I don't even know, because what it is with many of these gurus, and like I've said in other hangouts, I've been involved in MLMs, and the thing with MLMs and businesses in general that you see online in Instagram and all that is that they're not going to teach you anything like a skill, right? They're not going to teach you how to edit videos and you're going to be a video editor. They're just talking about sales. I mean, what is sales? Like sales, what are you going to sell? Right? That drives me nuts when these people say these things in their pitches, in their programs, and in their videos. What are you gonna learn for 10,000 pounds or dollars or whatever that is? That's a lot of money. I don't get it.
With you, and let me tell you,
here. Let me jump quickly to minute 17 when where is 17 here, where Billie Jean says that the way Cofeezilla make video can hurt people by not showing the success stories as well, like kind of what he was saying a minute ago, and that demotivates people.
I'm just telling you where I was. You asked me how I got started, whatever. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to move away from Coffee Break for now. I'm going to go back to it. Really, I never made a decision to stop Coffee Break, but I noticed this sort of epidemic on YouTube of these course sellers. And look,
except they're all fake, they're all scams. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry,
I didn't call you a fake guru. That's the funny thing. You came on with so much heat. I didn't call you a fake guru, and then you.
Just like I was saying, he didn't call him a fake guru, but here we have Billy shouting and defending the industry, I guess.
Go show me where I called you a con. I didn't call you a con. That's what I find amazing about this conversation.
Hold on. This is the thing is you didn't call me those things. That's why I think it's important. And I want to let everybody know why I'm on here. It wasn't about me. What made me, nothing can hurt me like what you said about me. Like my fucking resume procedure. It was others.
I didn't say anything crazy about
can I give you a flip? Can I give you a flip? You didn't. I agreed with that 3 times.
Sure.
This is the perspective I want to give you though. And this is important for everybody. Is when you create videos like this, and the way you do it without reporting both sides, which is my thing, not the fact that you comment on them, whatever, but not reporting both sides. My fear is, so I got 130,000 students in 75 countries.
Yeah.
A lot of them have solid businesses that genuinely help people, and they get terrified to go on video because they're afraid somebody will say something mean to them. So then I find you, and it triggered me, because I'm like, you're the person stopping somebody from getting out their dope message, from getting their dope message. That's not true, because you report one side in front of you. You give people a bad shit all the time.
You're talking very generically.
Hold on.
Let's talk about
let me be specific.
who I call.
Let me be specific. So let me ask you this. Do you not see how you doing videos like that can negatively impact somebody?
To be honest with you, I've watched, before I let Coffeezilla carry on, I watched many of his videos and other people like Tom Nash and was the other one, Mike Winnet and others. And if you keep watching their videos, you will feel a little bit demotivated, because the way they structure the videos is by just trashing, right, the industry and whatever these guys are doing. Which, of course, if that's, you're gonna have many fake gurus out there, and they deserve to be exposed. But at the same time, they put like everything in the same bag. Like I left a comment the other day, like a couple of months ago now, on Mike Winnet video, where he has this entrepreneur formula, and he mentions things that these fake gurus will say and they will do. Like using scarcity, using things like that in order to make you purchase some stuff. But I say you can't do that. I mean, you can't just say that because these guys are using scarcity or scarcity. That's a sign of someone being a fraud, right? I mean, the stores are using this all the time. Buy it before Monday, and after that it's gone, or something like that. Everybody's everybody in sales are using these techniques to make a user buy something, but that doesn't make them scam, right? So I felt at times that, hey, what the hell am I doing? Because I'm trying to be my own boss, right, by building a digital marketing or digital business. So I don't know. Really, I don't know if other people feel the same, but I get Billie Jean's point. Let's see what Cofeezilla says. But before that, let me go quickly to the chat. Let me come to you to the chat, boys. Commit says Billy logic is that if I'm the loudest person in the conversation, that means I'm winning. And that's funny you say that, Commit, because he actually says something like that later on. Kind of, hey, you should delete this video, Cofeezilla, because I'm killing you here, bro. Chris says, fair point, maybe Coffee should share some ideas about what makes a good legit course. I think that's a good point there, Chris, because he says, Cofeezilla says that he's not 100% against courses, but you should price your course at the price of a book or something like that costs less than a book, which I really don't get his idea. I guess because he started his journey, but this second YouTube channel, Cofeezilla, and he started it talking about these people who are making courses and kind of anti-guru and all that. I think he just wants to be consistent with this vision, and that's what it's gonna get him in trouble, because now he cannot say other things, or it's gonna be difficult for him to say, oh, I'm not against courses, 100%, but you should do this or you should do that. I would love to see what a good course would look for him, or what he would pay £1,000 on a course, or bucks, or whatever. What would that course look like? Because honestly, I don't know. I paid the course, as some of you know. I bought a course, and I made money. I made my money like 150 times. 150 times. Yeah, I think I could say that. Not 150 times, but about 50 times, I would say, the money that I paid, for sure. Like Recreational Combat says here in the chat, when I see limited offers, usually I click off. Yeah, I mean, that's fair point. That's fair point. You have that option to click off and go and see something else, I guess, right? You can go and maybe, I don't know, just carry on. Carry on. Maybe that is not for you. But most of the times, all the stores, you're gonna see this scarcity thing, or touching the prices, where the price was higher, now it's lower, and they say it's an offer. We all know this, but we're not gonna go to the store and tell them, hey, you're a scam because you use that, right? Let me see what Coffeezilla says here now.
I think that the people that I'm helping getting out of this toxic self-help industry, saying that you need to spend $2,000 to make it in this world, is helping people.
Now,
let me say the other side of that. Let me say
you didn't answer my question. Hold on.
So he thinks that he's helping people, not spending $2,000 on a course and getting scammed. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. But at the same time, like I said, not all courses are bad. Not all courses are scam. So you have to, I think, like Chris said in the chat, I think Coffeezilla, he would have to make some videos about how those courses should look like, right? And what the persons who are making those courses should look like as well. Like, of course, we know that you have these millionaires overnight, right? That they come on Instagram and YouTube with these Lambos and all that. So I would like to see from Coffeezilla, because I like his content. I like Coffeezilla's content. But I would like to see a little bit more guidance, if you want. Because if you think you save people by making these videos, you save people by not going into scams and all that, give them as well the version of, hey, this guy looks like this guy is legit. If you're looking to maybe learn about investing in properties, you should follow this guy. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if he's really helping people, because people who spend money on courses and all that, who are getting scammed, they generally want to find a solution and learn something to build a business of their own. So maybe you're helping them by tell them, hey, this guy it's a scam, or maybe he's a little bit over the top, but tell them, give them as well something that they could look into as well. My opinion, at least. Kieran says in the chat, recreational combat, this is unless I have already decided to buy it anyway, then the offer is a bonus. There you go. But the stores know this. When there's an offers period. I don't know if it's in the UK as well, but like there's a month or a few months per year where they reduce the prices, and they say, oh, it was £300, now it's 20. And actually, when I was working at Debenhams, if you guys in the UK, Debenhams, I used to work at Debenhams, and I bought a fossil watch that cost £150, but it was an offer that day, and I bought it for £75. So, these offers exist, but Black Friday deals. Recreational Combat says in the chat. No, there's others. There are other offers as well. Other days. In Spain, they have them a few times per year, and they call them rebajas. They just call them kind of Black Friday deals, but they last for a few days. And they have like summer deals, and then spring deals and all that. By the way, if you want to join me in the chat, in the live hangout here in Zoom, there's a click in there. My guy. What's up, brother? Geeky Tech. How you doing, Ben? I'm all good, brother. I'm just having some fun looking at Coffeezilla's content, bro. I hope you're doing well as well. Let me jump back to the video quickly. If I find the buttons. I'm trying a new format here with this show. And it's a little bit complicated because there's lots of buttons I need to press. Fight Society Magazine. Hola, jefe, ¿cómo estás? Hey, how's it going? Nice to have you in here. You can join me if you didn't hear me earlier. You can join me here in the chat. Geeky Tech says here, I watched the live hangout with Billie Jean and Coffeezilla. It was funny. Billy didn't sum off well. I know. That's what I was saying as well. It wasn't a great presentation to be honest. It didn't went well for Billie Jean, although he made a few great points, which I think I want to jump here quickly to minute 20, where Coffeezilla thinks that making a course showing people how to do YouTube or anything else based on your experience, it's bad, or at least it's not helpful in his view, right? So I really don't get it. Why it's a mistake? Why, Steven? Why sharing your knowledge with someone and helping them not making the same mistakes is not good? I don't get it. I don't get you. This comes back to like what I was saying earlier, that maybe he just wants to be consistent with his, with his view and what he has built already, but let's see what he says.
The advice I'm telling you, don't listen to these fraudsters on the internet.
Someone who doesn't have a business is telling you who to listen to.
Christ.
You go with your stock picks and your fucking crypto
I'm
picks.
not. You're saying I'm giving advice. I'm telling you not to take these idiots' advice. Don't take my advice. Do I give advice? Do I tell people how to live their life? Do I sell a course on how to live their life? No, I do not. Because that
I have a question for you. I got a question for you. And this is
Billy.
Let's talk about ridiculous. You have created a successful YouTube channel, regardless if I think it's out of integrity and I don't think it's right, but you have. So I want to credit you for that. And I also want to credit you because I know that's hard as shit. But I would willing to bet that you made so many damn mistakes on the come up. You know what I mean? You made so many errors. Sure. So if you created a course to help people start their YouTube channel the right way, because there's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, as we both know, you don't think that'd be beneficial?
Absolutely not. This is where you and I fundamentally disagree.
Correct. Now explain. Tell me how that
I'll
would
explain.
be
I'll explain. I will explain.
I'm listening. Educate me.
Self-help industry is such crap because of this key fact. The majority of learning is through experience. It's through mistakes. If I hadn't made those first 100 bomber videos, I would not be the YouTuber I am today.
But that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I want to say, as some of you know, I'm making some investments in Spain, buying property and rent the property, right? Well, at the beginning, when we bought the first property, we didn't know what to do with We didn't know what to do with the with this processes, if you want, like how this would work. We how do we get the clients, right? And many other things that we didn't know. But one of the most important ones was, how do we work this out, because we don't live there. So the first thing that we thought is, okay, let's get this property and put it you know, on the local agencies, real estate agency, right? And we did that, only to find out that, you know, a couple of years later, we find out that these guys were stealing the money from us. They were stealing the money from the rents. They were telling us, no, we rented the property for this and for that, and we had to do repairs, and we had to do this, and we had to do that. And by the end of the season, because we rent the property, especially summertime, as you know, Spain is good for that, or as you might know. And now that we have the property, and my missus especially, she's the one taking care of the properties down there. But now, what happened is that we learned about Booking.com, we learned about Airbnb, and we took the property from that. We took the property back, and now we are the ones taking care of the clients, making sure they have everything, and we're making so much more money than we had it through that real estate agency. Now, if we had a guy who could say, hey, can you I can teach you how to invest in property, and I will teach you as well how to take the property from, you know, from the owner's hands. I'll teach you how to renovate it. I'll teach you where to buy cheap in order to renovate the property. I'll teach you the documents that you're gonna need in order to rent it. I'll teach you where to place the property in order to rent it. It's gonna cost you maybe $2,000, $1,000, $5,000, I don't know. Now, why do you think, Steven, it's a bad idea to pay that person to save me all this headache and the money that I lost, of course? You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you think, guys, in the chat? What do you think about this? And there's many people who are reaching out to me, asking me, hey, Adrian, how did you do this? How did you do that? And the thing is, there's no time. There's not enough time for me to take care of everybody, right? The more I put videos out there, the more I share my experience with everybody, with you, the more people are reaching out, and I simply don't have enough time to help everybody. What if instead I would create a course and sell the course? I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but you never know. You know what I mean? Kieran says here in the chat, if a course is reasonably priced, then the time it saves is well worth it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And this chat, it drives me nuts because it looks like very bad today. I apologize, I don't know why, but hey. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. You know, if someone can save me time, and you know, and here's another thing with the courses, especially in the digital marketing space, where you have things that are going out of date very, very fast. The information that Cofeezilla basically recommends you to go to, which is, you know, free content, it it just expires so fast, unfortunately. So by the time that let's say if you want to get into affiliate marketing and you start watching a few videos, you can do it. There's guys here in the chat that learn how to make money online without buying a course. But I needed a course because I don't have the time to learn all these things from scratch. You know what I mean? So I really don't get Cofeezilla's point. Why if I can help someone avoid the mistakes that I've been through, right? Like with the property, why can't I? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the video. Maybe he's gonna jump on this live call and he's gonna explain to us. I doubt it.
Let me give you a quote. Let me give you a quote by someone who's not that successful. His name is Warren Buffett. You can learn from your own mistakes, or you can learn from somebody else's. Who the fuck is the genius?
I can't finish.
Come on
my
now.
Listen.
Yeah, because that's
if
wild.
Warren Buffett's selling a course, go buy Warren Buffett's course.
Reckless shit,
if
bro.
Warren Buffett's selling a course, go buy Warren Buffett's course, but he doesn't.
If
right?
Warren Buffett was fucking born in anything before
Instead,
like 1980s,
we have Dan
70s,
Locke selling a course. Instead, we have Kevin David plagiarizing people. Claiming to be experts.
Hey, watch this. Yo, hey, I agree with that.
Right. So, okay.
See, like, we're not on the same page.
But let me ask you. Do you see?
Hold on. Why are you demonizing people for selling their knowledge, which took them decades and millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars to come up with? Like, why should somebody give up their hard work, their education, their experiences for fucking free? This is motherfucking America. Fuck out of here.
I don't demonize people for selling their education.
You just
when
did.
Somebody, no, listen to me for 1 second. When somebody sells their education and they wrap it around a pretty little dream that's not going to happen for people because the way you become a successful piano player.
Now this is like one of the things that I was saying about Cofeezilla, and sometimes he just come across a little bit negative. I mean, what do you mean that is not gonna happen for people? That's a bad way to look at things, at least in my view. How can you tell someone, hey, you know, it's not gonna happen for you, don't try to do this, don't try to do that, it's not gonna happen? That I really don't agree with that with Cofeezilla. That gives you thumbs up, Cofeezilla. Sorry, thumbs down.
Hey, remind me to never buy a fucking mindset course from you. Listen to what the fuck you just said. When you wrap it in a bow,
I don't sell a mindset
and you sell a dream that's never gonna happen for people. This is who y'all follow. What you call them? The Coffeezilla gang or army? This is your dude. The guy who says your dreams are never gonna happen for you.
Army is a joke about the London Real Freedom Platform Army. I know you haven't watched the show, and you're talking a lot of trash.
I'm trying to figure out the people following you who can
But
respect
you keep
that
interrupting me
mentality.
before I finish what I'm going to say, and so it's like it's hard for you to hear.
Continue on. But you just say so much reckless shit, and you want to go on a stream of reckless shit, and it's dangerous. So I'm like, let's go piece by piece. I want to let you talk, but I don't want you to run on with nonsense.
What are you talking about? You interrupt me in the middle of every sentence.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay, so where were we? We were talking about selling education, right? So I have no problem with selling education, right?
I know he says that all the time, but that's his main problem, I guess. People selling education online and not going to school, I guess.
Problem is that it's wrapped up. What do all these people teach? They teach wrap up your education alongside what they really want, which is they want wealth. So you wrap up this like thing of like, oh, learn Facebook ads. If it was just learn a hard skill, I don't have a problem with that, right? The truth is no one's going to learn a hard skill for $2,000 unless you wrap it in some kind of wealth thing. Well, generally speaking, I'm talking about the general case that I talk about as fake
is a lot of bullshit.
I'll
give you that.
Right. And
so the thing is, he says that and I agree to a certain point with Cofeezilla here, and I'm sure you do in the chat as well. That these people are wrapping up these courses, you know, that make you believe that if you buy this course, you're gonna become a millionaire or an influencer or something like that. when many times it's not the case. You might make money, but you're not gonna achieve that dream that they're trying to sell you. But the thing is, a course is a product, right? Just like a car is, or any other product. And when you try to sell a product, you're not gonna go and say, hey, buy this car, look at this car, it's so amazing, they have this, look at the engine, it's so huge, look at the color, look at this. Not really. Usually when you see cars, you're gonna see some hot chicks as well around all the time, because when you sell a product, you don't necessarily sell the product, you sell what that product will do for you, or how the product is gonna make you look, I guess. So that's kind of the same thing with the courses, right? They sell you, hey, the financial freedom or the location independence thing, isn't it? So I think that should not be a problem. That should not be a problem in you know, how to sell your product. I think that a problem maybe Coffeezilla talks about is the claims that they might make, right? If you know, learn, like he said, learn Facebook ads and you're gonna become a millionaire in 6 months. That's bullshit. All right, let's go back to see what he says here. Hey, Tortuas Cashflow, how you doing, brother? I didn't see you earlier. The video I said was hilarious. Billie Jean looked so bad. Yeah, it was hilarious. Hey, by the way, I saw your video, bro. I'll share that in my social media soon. It was hilarious. The best part of it is Emilia's way to laugh. I love it. She makes me laugh. Let's go back to the video.
You've said the same thing. You made a bunch of Instagram posts about it. And you come to me and basically
let me go here to where Coffeezilla says that he's taking the course of some other people. But in my opinion, first let's hear what he says, but and then we come back. He says that he's taking you know, Tony Robbins and other people's courses.
Perspective. So what I do now, let me be honest. I think I've become better with time, not worse. I recently started this thing called Webinar Wednesdays, where rather than just talk about advertising, which I used to rip into, I take the course. I review the course. I take the modules. I like that. I go through it. I don't just talk about the advertising. I go through the course. I judge the course on the content. I like that. I interview experts. I interview people.
The thing is, it's fine. It's great. Like Billie Jean says, okay, it's fine. I like that you you know, you going through the courses. But in my opinion, it's useless. Because Coffeezilla is taking these courses just to make content, not to learn from them. Makes sense? Because you need to apply what they say in the courses. So I don't know which courses he's taking, but I'm just saying, what's the point of you taking the course and just talk about the course if you're not applying what's in the course? You know, he's not taking the course to learn something. He's just taking the course just to make content. I don't see the point. And here they say that Coffeezilla attitude might scare people away from trying to invest into something. So I get, in my opinion, you just have to take risks sometimes if you want to become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is a risk in itself, I guess. It's much safer just to work for someone, that's for sure.
Except for me, right? I don't do that. I don't have that game. I say, look, I think this guy's a scam. I think this guy's maybe a little over the top, whatever. But then at the end of the day, I don't have something to sell you.
So I think that would be my thing, is like, well, one, you are getting paid off of it. So that's that. But I think my thing would be,
not in a way that hurts the people at the bottom. Like that's the big thing for me, is making money in a moral way.
Great point. You say not the people that hurts the people on the bottom. You scaring away people from investing in themselves and taking a fucking leap of faith. Let me tell you, it hurts fucking people at the bottom the most.
I don't believe that.
You're wrong.
I do think, to be honest, I do think that if someone who's just looking now, you know, for how to make money with this, how to make money with that, and jump straight away into Coffeezilla's videos, they might start to be maybe a little bit afraid of doing, you know, like Billy says, the leap of faith, right? And invest into something, maybe a course, maybe whatever that is. But I do get that point, because, you know, they might start to be worried and they say, maybe this is not actually as good. You know, maybe they look learn Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever. I'm not into that, but just say they might think that all people are gonna be exactly like the people that Coffeezilla is talking about. You know, if someone is watching Coffeezilla's videos for the first time and they want to get into advertising for the first time, they might think the whole industry is bad, because he doesn't make a distinction. Like I said earlier, he doesn't tell you, hey, these guys are scams, or they look like, but the industry is not scam, you know, that you can go and learn Facebook ads from this guy or that guy. I would love to see that a little bit more from him.
You're wrong. This is because I'll tell you my expertise. This is what I've been doing for 12 years, man. And I had a real company agency working with some of the largest franchises in the world. I didn't touch education until that was my shit, right?
Yeah,
like I had my skill set, etc. That's where I came in. But dude, you don't understand. I have these conversations with real small business owners. They're so deathly afraid to take a risk, to take a leap, because we're fucking poisoned. Like, take my grandmother, for example, rest in peace. My grandmother's whole thing was, Billie Jean, don't fucking start your own business. Don't start your own business until you have a job for 30 years. You got all this experience, etc. My grandmother never owned a fucking business. Why, Grandma, I love you. Why the fuck are you giving me business advice? I wouldn't be where I am today at 32 if I would have listened to grandparents sing. You got people out here listening to their parents for fucking financial advice and they're broke. You got people out here listening to Coffeezilla for financial advice.
I don't give financial advice. I don't give financial advice.
You telling people what not to do is still advice, my friend. It's still advice.
I'm telling the people that became a wealth advisor yesterday, that aren't registered brokers, that have absolutely no experience in the business, and yesterday started up, and today they're making $2 million off the backs of a bunch of broke, desperate kids.
I think now, in even that part, the last part, I'm with you as far as calling shit out. But then you said, on the backs of broke, desperate kids. How do you know who their customers are?
Actually, because insiders have come to me. I mean, I'm not gonna name names because this is confidential. Bro, but
like you don't know.
Hold on one second. One second. They shared with me like sales reports. I saw that this one company, this was a while back, like probably 10 months ago. This company was doing, I think it was 10 million. I think it's been a while. I think it was like 4 million a month or something like that.
Did you find the clip? Literally, there was only 6 that we played in the baby.
Billie Jean keep talking about that clip that at the beginning they would keep saying about this clip, the clip, and they never find the clip. I think I can't remember.
Telling people who couldn't afford the course to go get a personal loan. I knew it. They told.
Yeah, well, this is something that I agree, of course, with Coffeezilla, that, you know, people trying to get you into some kind of business or MLMs and other businesses, they'll try to get you to brainwash you into, you know, get a loan and buy their course. Now that's bullshit. That I don't agree with that crap. Investing yourself and you know, buying training or courses, to me is like gambling. So you should not gamble with money that you don't have, right? So if you don't have money to buy a course, you want to buy a course, do not buy it if you don't have the money. Or even if you have the money, at least this is my view with gambling as well. I used to gamble, but I never got into trouble with gambling either, because that's how I look at things. If you cannot afford to lose that money, don't gambling it. Don't use it in you know, buying courses or things like that. If you don't have the money, save it first. Save it. Try to put that money together and and then buy some stuff.
The person came to me because they said, I don't like what these people are doing.
This is an anomaly. This is an outlier,
but listen for a second. They said, we were telling people who couldn't afford the course to go get a personal loan to take out the rest of the money to invest in themselves and get into
you talking about college? You talking about college? Which one? Yale, Stanford, Harvard?
No, we're talking about courses.
Oh, you said you wanted people to borrow money and get into serious debt and then go learn something and make money 30 years later.
If you want to talk about how education's a scam.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Do you want to talk about that? Because we can. I have a whole thing about that.
I don't know if we need to have a whole thing about it, but I think we're in agreement there. The logic you just said is literally the logic that fucking employs doctors. That's their program that they follow. You know what the promise of, hold on, let me finish. You know what the promise of attorneys and fucking medical professionals is? Go into debt, $300,000. It will take you 30 years to pay it back. You won't even start making till 11 years later. And then 11 years later, you get a job that will make you 6 figures and you'll still be enslaved in debt. That shit right there, and you're worried about somebody investing $2,000 to take advantage and learn from someone who invested hours and hours and hours or whatever the fuck. But you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, why are you hating on someone getting ahead and taking a risk?
Let's talk about
I'll take my personal shit, right? Like, sure. you know how I learned the game of advertising, the thing that you hate on a lot. I learned the game of advertising because I was one of those.
I love advertising. I just don't like when it's done the way it's done with the direct response guru model.
I think there is some shit there. So we're also in agreement. But at the same time, bro, I came up through buying the shit that you're fucking shying people away from. There would be no Billie Jean. My impact on the 130,000 students, I would not have. I wouldn't be able to do any of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's the point that. Billie Jean is trying to make is that college is it's a scam as well. They call it a legal scam. I mean I don't know, but personally I think it's sometimes, depending on what you study, it's definitely, you know, you're gonna lose your money. You're gonna lose, because what it is, like Billie Jean said, you're gonna go into debt for many years and for a lot of money to make a career that you don't know if you're gonna make money out of that career. I mean, even if you finish, you're gonna have a nice diploma, but you might not have a job in that industry. So then you're gonna look into doing something else, losing all that money that you invested in your education. Whereas a training, a course, is just something that, like I said, if you have the money, use it. But if you don't have the money, just don't get into that for, you know, to buy any course. Coffeezilla, he makes another point here. I think it was a bad point, that you should not try to follow your dreams. Let's quickly go to here. Minute 35. Let's start from here.
College degree, you make more money, so you can keep saying it's a scam to go.
Spent 300.
Listen, you can keep saying it's a scam to go to school, but they make more money on average. And listen, when you're talking to when you're talking to masses of people, do you think it's a good idea to recommend people go to LA?
What?
To be an actor. To be an actor. No, it's a bad idea. Why? Because most people don't become actors, right?
Yeah. So this is hey Jill, how's it going? Nice to have you in here. My chat is broken, but I hope you can see. I can see here. Nice to have you in here. Have you seen this live hangout, Coffeezilla and Billie Jean?
Bro, let me tell you what's happening now. I don't want to pour into you like this, but and I'm not in a bad way. I don't know what you missed or didn't accomplish in your life, but you projecting what you didn't get onto someone else is the most fucking dangerous thing you can do.
Buddy,
and I'm not hating. And listen to me, because when I say that, I don't mean that in a bullish like just trying to pick shit way. I'm letting you know, dude, that is scary. That in fact you just said that with so much conviction. I'm the opposite. If you're watching me, I want you to go fucking chase it in LA. If you want to be an actor and actress and you think that's what's gonna get you ahead, I want you to do it. I want you to invest yourself.
You're talking about me spitting dangerous information, and then you're going, oh yeah, everyone go.
Engineer study that went to be a fucking YouTuber. How unrealistic is that?
Well, this is a point that probably this is the biggest point that I don't agree with Coffeezilla. You know, like, hey, and then a little bit later, minute 37 or something, he talks about statistics. And I'll play that in just a second. But just because statistics are against you, at least I think that's what Steven is trying to say here. That you should not follow your dreams. Like, don't go to Hollywood and try to become an actor. What, you stupid? Don't you know that not many people are achieving, you know, that kind of level in acting? So don't go. Don't try it. That's what I'm getting from Coffeezilla here. Just because statistics says that, you know, whatever, I don't even know, but 5% of people who are trying to become a star, they become a star. But that's just a stupid point to me, because Coffeezilla made 2 YouTube channels that are successful, even though all the statistics says that, you know, that you have very, very low chances of making a very successful YouTube channel. And his channel is very successful. I mean, like I said earlier, he has 500, 600, even more people watching the live streams. I'm one of them. But what you try to say here, bro, with, you know, don't follow your dreams, or you should not follow your dreams because the statistics are against you.
My God.
Yeah, I got you there, bro.
No, what are you talking about? Listen,
I think you're
listen.
gonna remove this. Turn this shit.
What are you talking about?
Go play it. I
What?
tell you what.
Me as a
Go
chemical
play it.
engineer
I'm not
becoming a
even
YouTuber?
So I'm not even a web builder.
What are you talking? I don't even know where you're going with this. I'm confused now. Are you playing some clip right now?
Bro,
We can't hear.
we are playing a clip of you saying that you're not even a web developer. You studied chemical engineering in college.
I did, yeah.
Well, can I bring up something? That example of going to LA is unrealistic and ridiculous as someone saying, I'm going to drop out of being a chemical major and becoming a fucking YouTuber.
No. When we're talking,
That's the most unrealistic
Jesus
dream ever,
Christ,
and you're
Billy.
proof.
When we are talking to masses of people, right? And we're talking about how to better yourself, how to do better in life. You have to set yourself up for success, right? You have to set yourself up for success.
Don't ever
That's
put your,
why. That's why I went to chemical engineering. That's why I became a chemical engineer. And then I was like, I also want to chase my dream, but I have something to fall back on. It's a nice degree to fall back on.
Don't ever put your limitations on somebody else. Bro, I'm gonna tell you honestly.
You don't believe in statistics, then. You don't believe in statistics. You don't believe in market realities.
Hold on.
You believe in this weird world.
Okay.
He goes again with the statistics, and I really think that the statistics are there not because the statistics are there because people tried and failed. But you should not look at the statistics and say, "Oh, okay, I should not try this because many people before me tried and they failed." They have no idea why these people have failed or why these statistics has been created. And you say, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to make a successful YouTube channel," for example. You don't know why those people failed. Maybe they got bored after 3 months of trying to make videos and explode. Maybe they bought a course on how to build a YouTube channel, but they camera shy. I don't know. I have no idea. But those statistics are there just to show you, in my opinion, what happened with people before you trying. But that doesn't mean to me, at least, that's my view, that's my mentality. Just because someone tried many times before me and failed, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna fail as well. I'm gonna try it at least. At least I'm gonna try it. I don't know. What do you think, guys, in the chat? Recreational Combat says, got to be in it to win it. Exactly. Let me jump here to here where they talk about taking and talking about courses. Coming back to courses again.
this question.
Okay, great.
Here's why. Because as I said 3 different times during the show, I didn't.
Whoops.
So,
Here's
you
an
want to
ad.
invest in the cryptocurrency market, but you don't.
Come on here for me. I said, what you said about me, honestly, didn't offend me. You didn't even really say anything bad, honestly. It was the shit you say about other people and the poison that you put out to people.
Ty
And
Lopez
about
and Dan Locke?
no. Specifically, the messages you put out to people about coaching and investing to themselves and taking a risk and a leap and betting on themselves, that is what makes you fucking worse than all the rest of them.
So most of these coachings you're talking about are courses, which are
Why are you so mad
repackaged
at a
self-help.
course, bro?
Hold on.
Why are you so mad at a course? Like, what you got
repackaged.
against a course?
Oh,
You're a
I'm not
chemical
mad at a
engineer.
course. I'm mad at
You're a chemical
repackaged.
engineer.
I'm mad at repackaged self-help from 50 years ago that they're selling for $2,000, saying it's going to break through the paywall, guys. Break through the paywall.
I mean, bro, here's the thing. If someone buys a course, it's a choice. You don't have to buy your shit. Like, period. You don't have to buy anything, and you're going to be exactly where you're at in life, and that's how you roll. But I don't believe that. I believe you study other people, and that's why you ask someone like myself or other people to come in. You learn a lot. You're a student of the game, and you're picking shit up all the time.
The thing is, again, coming back to this because we said this earlier, but if you're a person like myself who has a full-time day job, you have kids, you have wife, you have things that you have responsibilities. I don't have time to go and read books about whatever I'm trying to learn. I don't have time to watch 200 million videos and watch and read maybe 500 blogs in order to learn what I'm trying to learn. If I have someone that can, that I can pay to teach me, they use the word mentor and they use that a lot, and that's the problem with people using it nowadays, is that they just abuse the word. Everybody's a mentor now or business coach. The thing is, if I have someone that I can pay to save me and just take me by hand and show me, hey, this is what you do, this is what you do here, this is what you do here, this is what you do here, and then you have a business up and running in less than a year, then it's worth the money, at least for me.
Problem is with
the trouble is you have many fake gurus, and you just have to do your own diligence and try to see where you should put your money into. The next point here is they set up an analogy about building a house. Again, keep talking about courses here.
after you lose a bunch of money and waste a bunch of time. Tell that to any fucking great. Tell that to LeBron. Tell that to fucking Kobe. Tell that to Tom Brady. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound dumb.
Buddy. You know what you're talking about? You're saying, hey, the time you should pay for a $2,000 coach is when you're a beginner basketball player. No, the time you pay for a $2,000 coach.
Steven, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What if you and I were both out here and I don't know how to build?
I don't know a basketball player when you should pay for someone, but like I just said, you could do that when you are at the beginning of your journey, or when you have a business already. You can pay someone just to get you through, save you some time, a lot of time and trouble. Or you can pay someone when you already have a business. Maybe you have a website like many of us do here. You have a website and you just want some consulting. Maybe you've been hit by, I don't know, by Google algo update. I don't know. But then you can pay for someone as well. So you can do this when you are at your beginning of your journey or when you are already in it.
Build a house. I don't know shit about building a house. I don't know if you do. Maybe you do. Engineer, you're probably more likely than me, right? So both of us are there and we're looking to buy a house. I hire a coach who's built a house 1,000 times. You say, I'm just going to fucking look it up on YouTube. Whose house is going to be built faster? And whose house would you bet your life living in?
I don't tell people to go learn from YouTube.
Your roof is going to come down.
I don't tell people to go learn from YouTube.
So where would they learn? Where would they learn? Because I'm just going to go find somebody with a construction business who's super successful that's done it 1,000 times, and I'm going to go in debt to pay them to get ahead. What are you going to do? Just tell me.
Wait. Sorry. Reset the analogy.
Okay.
Right.
From the beginning.
You're trying to learn how to construct a house from scratch.
From the beginning. You and I are going to try and learn how to build a fucking house.
Okay. I go to school for it.
Hold on. I get a coach that's done. How much money are you going to lose going to school?
Yeah.
That is a coach.
Good point. You're gonna lose a lot of money going to school, and by the time when you finish that school, you're still not gonna be able to build a house. You're not gonna know how to build a house just by going to school.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go to school and you're gonna take an undergrad degree for 2 years and learn about fucking isosceles triangles and all kinds of weird shit. And I'm gonna pay against a successful entrepreneur and home builder who's already done it. Who the fuck do you think is gonna get the result faster?
You're gonna learn how to build. You're gonna learn how to build a house without going to college.
Doug, you're missing. I'm gonna learn from someone who does it every day. Correct. Who the fuck would you bet on?
I don't think Cofeezilla gets the point here. I work in construction, and I know that you can be an apprentice. So if you're an apprentice, you can learn the trade by doing it. You have people who are going to school to learn what other people are already doing. So that's why I don't think Cofeezilla, I don't think he's getting the point here.
Really? I'm stunned by this conversation.
Okay, hold on. Just answer the question. This is wild to me. Just let's follow logic here.
Wild. Yeah.
Can we agree on something? The first 2 years of most traditional colleges.
Billy, this is great. Can I just say this?
No. This is fun. Okay. But anyways, the first 2 years of undergrad, what kind of courses do you typically take?
You take like generic courses, sure.
Yeah, give me some examples.
You take chemistry, take math, you take whatever. Yeah, like you take your basics.
Science, astrology.
Yeah, you learn to think. No, you don't learn astrology. That's
yes,
not
you
a thing.
absolutely. It's an elective, and it is fucking for sure a thing.
Astrology does not. You're talking about astronomy.
Astronomy. Whatever the fuck, homie.
Okay, well,
astrology.
Who are you gonna
kiss?
Okay.
Exactly. I'm not embarrassed. I don't give a fuck because you can take the person who learned astronomy or astrology.
You take the wrong courses at school. Let me tell you.
My God, hey, you better fucking deflect because my point is just fucking better than yours. So you go 2 years. Listen, just listen.
I'm listening.
2 years. You're taking all the bullshit undergrad.
Yeah.
You learn nothing about building a home, but yet you go. If I went to the University of San Diego, by that point you would now be $50,000 into debt. I pay a fucking contract manager or project manager, whatever the fuck, $10,000 who does it every day and's been in the industry for 30 years, so I can work side by side them learning how to build
for
a
how
home.
long? I mean, with Dan Locke, that'll get you 1 hour of meeting.
But no, see, stop. Just our situation.
Yeah.
Who would you bet on in that particular case to build your home after those 2 years?
So if you're actually talking about
that question,
let
2 years.
Explain.
Who would you bet on? You or me? I don't want to explain. I want a yes or no.
I bet on the guy who went through the proper channels to get the right connections to make their way in the world.
So I agree. So what would be the proper channel? Me, who learned and did it for 2 years with the best in the world, or you who learned about fucking astronomy or astrology?
You're not going to want to hear this, bud. You're not going to want to hear this, bud. But all the time, people are limited by their degrees.
Wait, pause for a second. Will you just answer? Who the fuck would you bet on me?
I bet on the guy who went to college for it.
But you, in your first 2 years, you didn't even take a class on it yet. You're still an undergrad.
Buddy,
you sound
you realize
dumb.
there's more to do you realize there's more to college than like taking classes?
I went.
How to think. It's how to finish something. It's a measure of somebody's.
We're talking about how to build a fucking house.
Yeah, they're not going to trust. They're not going to trust that to somebody who said, "Hey, don't worry, trust me. I got a mentor." They're going to trust the guy who knows calculus.
No.
They're going to trust the guy who knows AutoCAD, right? Who knows CAD?
Trust me. I've been building homes for 2 years with the best in the industry. It's different.
What?
It's different. You just said they're not going to trust. You sound like, Doug, you're stretching. You don't believe that.
You sound straight goofy.
There's
no
way
something?
you believe what you're saying.
Can I say something? Okay, listen.
Hold on. No.
Now look, from where I am, back in Romania, people build their own homes, and they're not fucking engineers. I'm telling you. So again, I think Cofeezilla is not getting the point here. You can learn by doing the things, right? By doing side by side with working with someone who's doing it much better, and you're gonna become much better than someone who goes to school. When those people comes out from school, they clueless. I see this all the time on construction sites. You see all these new engineers and all these nice people, with studies and diplomas coming to work. They don't even know where they are. So he's not getting the point here, Cofeezilla.
There's no fucking way you actually believe that you would pay the person that went undergrad and did random courses to build a home than the person who worked with somebody. You want people to jump on.
let's say what the big question here is, what's the biggest scam? Courses, industry, or college?
What do you think's a bigger scam? The course industry, or do you think college is a bigger scam?
It depends on what you're studying.
Good answer. Elaborate. What do you think about
a business degree?
Sure.
As someone who did business administration at the University of San Diego, that's where I went, which was a top-ranked business school. I didn't finish my last class, but as somebody who went there, bruh, I can fucking tell you that no contest, that college is the biggest fucking legal scam in the world. Period. Like for business and entrepreneurs specifically. Let me be clear.
For entrepreneurs, I think that depends. Actually, I think it depends what you're gonna do. If you want to go start a business of the 21st century with like coding and stuff, I think it helps to know industries. I think it totally matters to have like a CS degree.
Hold on. No, you said something different there. It can help, but is it the best path?
I think. Look, have you looked up? I know you don't like statistics, but have you looked up the statistics here? Because they're against you. They're like far against you.
What are the statistics on what? What am I saying?
If you look up successful people, and I've done this because somebody named the Swag Academy.
Hey, hold on. You look up successful people. I am the fucking successful person who started.
Anyway, the thing here is that I personally didn't went to school, so I didn't follow and I didn't went to university any of that. And like he says here, depends on what you're gonna study at school. College is a scam, legal scam, because it doesn't necessarily just because you buy a course or you pay whatever you have to pay per year to go to a university and all that. It doesn't mean you're gonna get a job. I've worked with people in a kitchen that they were dentists, right? And it is what it is. I don't know if the chat works today. I apologize. Like I said, I was trying a new format here for the live streams. What do you guys think about this this whole thing, college, university versus buying a course? Which one do you think it's a bigger scam? Let me know in the chat or in the comments below after you watch this live hangout. Of course, this is gonna be available after we go offline. Thanks for being here, Kieran, Jill, Turtoise, Geeky Tech, Fight Society Magazine, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and say hi. Commit, Chris. I'm gonna get ready for my rat race. Starts in a few hours. So I just want to share. I just want to try this format here with the new tools that I have. Whoops! I'm gonna break everything here. So thanks everybody. Have a nice week. Not weekend. Have a nice start of the week, and I catch up with you soon. I'll do more live streams soon next week. See ya. Bye.